Hi friends, this is Gail O'Neill, and I teach stamping. I hope you enjoy. So I figured we'd do a few Father's Day cards, and I have new stuff coming, so yeah, I might do a live in between to show some of the things I got, and I can actually, but I'm not going to do it now because it'll take up so much time, and everybody will be doing it. But let me see. There's one. I used some paper from here. You can hardly see it, and I used it the other day. But the papers are absolutely gorgeous. But now I can open it because it's live. It's live. Yeah, there's some like great new sets in there. You'll be seeing them. I ordered quite a few. So here's something else I got, because I never actually ask people to do that. So if you could do that on the video tonight, I would appreciate that. This is my hostess code for the month. I know I stopped doing that for a while, but I'm going to be doing that again. So I will show the hostess code all this month, and that is it. SEDFPP26. So I'm going to put this aside. And let's get stamping. Hi, Sean. Who else snuck in here? Hi, Carrie, Barb. Who else? Who else snuck in? Hi, Cindy, Betty, Lisa, Mia, Peg. Oh my goodness. There's a lot of you guys here. Susie, Cheryl. Oh my goodness. I'm glad you're all here with me. Okay, so card number 1. And I do have a few little techniques that I'm sneaking in tonight. So here's that DSP. So let me show you the one technique. Where is my little thing here? So I'm going to be using this die. I need my pencil, and I need to stamp it. Now, of course, I already have it completed, but I want to show you the process. So you stamp down whatever image you want to do this. And this is like partial die cutting. Where did I do my cover? Okay. So then you take wherever you want it to stick out of. And this is the rectangle stitch dies. And then you make a mark on each side. Like that. So you take a scissor. Look at that, I'm finding everything. It must be like a really weird day for me. Okay, so you cut up to where you made your pencil mark, and then cut around that portion. And I do hope I'm in, yeah, I am. Okay. Okay, and then what I do is I go down a little bit more, just straight down. Okay, and that gets cut where the dot was. So that's scrap paper now. So then you take your die and you slip it on like that. And this has to go a little bit more. So we'll do a little bit more. Okay. So how mine is going to be is a little bit to the side like that, because that's where I'm going to put my words. And then you run it through the machine. So when it comes out like that. So you have that piece sticking up. And if you didn't cut around it enough, you can, you know, trim a little bit more off. All right, so then I borrowed a little stamp. Okay, first thing disappeared. It's hiding. There it is. This one was from, oh, I hid it behind my sign maybe? Oh, I moved them here. Okay, so those little waves come from By the Dock. By the Dock. So I just took these with Seaside Spray. And I think I need to move this way so I can bang my head on it. And then I just did, you know, a little in, a little out. Across the bottom, I just kind of kept it a little in. I'm a little crooked. I don't think it matters. And then again across the top. I think I'll just leave it like that. Maybe, wait, maybe I'll put one right there, just in case it sticks out. That's enough. You know how when you do that one extra and then you get mad that you did it? Okay, so let's put this part together. I need a home for the, like a place for the sign now. Besides like throwing it on the floor. All right, so let's glue this together. So this is 4 and 5 by 5 1/4. And then we're going to take this piece and that's going to go right there. Okay, and then it's your day. Right there. And then we're going to pop this up. Yeah, I like this stamp set too. I'm glad there's a few of them that, you know, they really kept. But there's a few really good ones coming. And that goes right there. Now, let's see if I kept these out. Ooh, doing good. I'm doing good. So I took these lighter ones. So I'll do one there. And then I'll take a darker. Put one there. And a smaller one, whoa, right there. And there's our first Father's Day card. Yay! Okay. Then, we'll do this one. Okay, so we've got Granny Apple Green backing. So let's do our background. So we're doing the BB technique again. So I'm using the soft, what is it called? Soft Seafoam. So I've got my BBs, and they're like a plastic coated BB, so they don't, oh, what's the word I'm looking for? Like rust. And then they leave marks, and so I'm going to put 3-4 drops of ink in there. I'm going to put my paper in here. So I'm going to shake those around. Drop them in and shake them around. And there's the background. So what it does, other than when we used to do it with marbles, is it just makes littler marks. Okay, so these can go to the wayside. So there's our background. Now we're going to stamp this guy. Oh, I never colored the boat. I gotta come back and color the boat. Okay, so I'm gonna stamp them right there. Okay, so again, I'm using my illustrators. So I've got 3 shades of blue. And I can bring it down a little bit. Okay. So the darker color, some people go dark to light, some people do everything in light first. I usually put down my dark. And this is very sketchy, so I'm really not getting crazy with it. Okay, then the second medium color, I go over where I was and bring it out a little bit more. There's the pocket there. I'll put a little bit in there. And then the lightest color, I'm just going to go over everything. And if this wasn't as sketchy, you know, I would spend a lot more time on it. But because it is, I'm just extending his legs a little bit further. All right, so there's his pants. I'm going to do the little boy's pants in blue also. So here's the darker color. There's not a lot to do on it. And I think I'm just going to bring in the lighter one, since there's really nothing there. Now I put a shoe on him, but I think this time I'm going to make him barefoot. So I'm going to do all their skin now. So I use 3 shades. So with the darkest one, okay, so this is with the darkest one. So I'm going to put, like where the shadows would be, you know, where you want the darker color. Close to it, the little boy's face, close to the shirt. I don't even really pay attention to where like the sun is hitting. I'm not that good at that. So I kind of think if you just color, it all works together. So this is the mid-tone. So I'm going to bring that in, and you go over where you went before. That's how the colors blend better, and then you're like pulling them out. A little bit on his face. I'll use that as his collar. Okay, and then the lightest color, which blends it all together. So again, you go over everything. And then you can see some shading. Yeah, I don't know. He's wearing a long sleeve shirt and he's barefoot. So maybe I'm going to bring this down. He's just got a light shoe. Okay. Oh, and his face. Face. All right, so let's see. What did I use for the father, for his shirt? I think I used these three and I didn't keep them out. So I have like these 3 shades of yellow. So this is the darker one. And again, just like wherever the lines are. And my ink seems to be bleeding a little bit. But this is like a greenish yellow. Okay, and then the mid one. So like I said, it's like very sketchy. And then the lightest. I'm trying to avoid the lines because it is bleeding a drop. Okay, so there we've got his shirt. Now we're going to do the little boy's shirt, and we'll do that in a different green. All right, so here's the lighter one. And I'm going to get like his, whoops, I went right into his hair. Poor little boy's got green hair. Okay, then the mid-tone, wrong side. I like the brush side. With the blends, I use the bullet side, because you can't do this with our brushes. Okay, and then the lightest color, go over everything and blend it all together. So you have your lights and your darks. It looks a little bit more realistic. I can't be distracted. Hi, Peg! Hi, Jackie. Hi, Sean. Okay, so now let's do his hair. Why did I put them away? All right, so we're gonna we'll make him a blonde. No, yeah, we'll make him a blonde. I don't know. Let me make him a brunette. I'll do this one, that one, and that one. All right, so here's the darker shade. Yeah, I think the other one I made him a blonde. So just putting like a little bit of sketchiness there. And then the middle one, some kind of like flicking. And then the lightest one. And normally when I'm doing hair, I do like 2 coats. But because, like I said, this is so sketchy, it's like not necessary. So they're colored. So let me move these aside. I got one more thing to color on the next card. Ooh, yeah. All right, so I'm going to lift this up. I'll put it back down again when I color the other one. And we're going to glue this together. And we're going to glue this onto the Granny Apple Green. Oop, that wasn't exactly straight, but now it has to do. Okay, so yep, look to my left. So we're going to put some dimensionals on here. Whoops. I didn't want that to come off yet. Back with you. Okay, then I'm going to cut a piece of this ribbon that is probably now retired, but I have it. I'm going to use it. So I'm going to take a little bit of the snail and just put that in the middle. I should go up higher. Now I can do it. Okay, and I'm just going to work that around. Oop, I should have cut that a little bit larger. So what you do when that happens is we're just going to extend that a little. A little. Where's the tape? I think that's going to get totally covered up. Yep. Okay, so we're going to remove these now. And we're going to put that here. And then, oh, I just covered up all my stamps. And we're going to do, which one do I want to put on that? World's Best Father. Oh, and this came out of itty bitty what's? The itty bitty set. Itty bitty mini bitties. So we're just going to stamp it right there. World's Best Father. And we're going to glue that to the base. Oh, Jacqueline, stop. You're embarrassing me. Whoops. So when that happens, like afterwards, you just take, might come off now, good old glue eraser. And clean up the edges. Stay down, stay down. So there's that. And I have one more thing to do tonight before I go. I didn't want to do it right in the beginning, but I want to give a shout out to my new friend, Angela Green. So if everybody could wave, even though she won't see ya. Hey, Angela. All right. So that was that card. For the last one, let's see. I did stamp that. Okay, so we're going to do another background, but of course it's going to be a little different. And the marble background would have looked good on this too. But no, I decided to do something else. All right, so you squeeze your ink pad. Get lots of ink in there. Then this has rubbing alcohol, 91% in it. So I'm going to squeeze that in there. And then I'm going to leave this out because I know I always put it away and tell you that it evaporates, but I want you to watch it as it happens. I mean, don't stop watching me, but you know, you'll see it. You'll kind of see it happen. Okay, so I have that, and I'm just going to take and brush, and I'm kind of brushing fast. So you'll get a couple like thick strokes where you start. But because it's a background, it's okay. It dries like really fast because it's alcohol. And if I want a little bit more on the edges, if I wanted to bring in like another color, could do that. But it's like really a fast background. So I'm going to leave that there, and you're going to see it kind of just vanishes. All right. Because somebody did ask me, does it hurt my, you know, your pad? Same thing with glycerin. There's really glycerin in your ink. Not a lot. So like when I put my sponges on there, it's fine. It's never hurt any of them. Okay, so we're going to put that together and put it aside. Or maybe I'll even just put it right on here. And then we're done with that part. Because nothing's getting tucked behind it. So we're good to go. Okay. You see how that's almost evaporated? So like when I close my pad, it's just, it goes away. I say bye-bye. All right, so now we're going to take this one. Now I lost the ink. Seriously? There it is. Oof. Does it look like it's on there? Yeah. Alright, so I'm going to take him and stamp him basically in the middle. Hold it for a second. Good enough. My fan dries it out fast. You can see, I didn't have my fan on, you can see how dark this one is. It's alright. Okay, so now we're going to color him. So I need the skin tones again. And I'll come a little closer. Alright, so the darker one. So like under his hat, under his chin, by his shirt, around his sleeves. And then for his legs, yeah, and the spots where this is heavy, it wants to bleed a little bit. I think I refilled it with the wrong ink. Bah. I don't know how I did that. It's what happens when you're not paying attention. Okay, so this is the mid-tone. Oh, I'm trying to stay away from the black. I should have dried it, but you know, with the blower, but it'll make noise. So it is what it is. A little bit in here. Okay, so now that lightest color, which is ivory, I'm going to go over everything. He's got measles, and they're not red, they're black. Okay, so we've got his skin tone done. Now, I'll do the chair. Do the chair. Do the chair, do the chair. BT3, BT2, BT1. Okay. That's all part of the chair there. And here. All down in here. And if I miss something, oh, up in here, the back of his chair. Okay, so now like the mid-tone, and then with the lightest color, you just bring everything together. And again, this is sketchy, so I'm not really making like a lot of definition, you know, where I would go over it twice. I just want some color. All right, so now for his pants, we're gonna make them gray. So I have the darker of these, like I have 5 grays. You see 3 of them. So his pants are gonna be a little darker than his shirt. So here's the darkest. And then the next one down. And then the lightest one, we're going to fill everything in. And I'm using a very light touch right now. Okay, so now I'm going to keep this lightest one, put the 2 darker ones, and I'm going to pull 2 even lighter ones. So I'm going to start with the darkest and do the same thing I did everywhere else. And now the middle one. So I'm going to go over those spots. And bring it, you know, like you're bringing it in a little bit more than it was before. And then I'm going to take the lightest one and bring it all together. So I'm going to see how light that dries, and if it doesn't dry light enough, I'm going to bring in the blender pen and lighten it a little more. But so far I think it's okay. So I'm going to do his hat. So I'm bringing back the darker ones. I should have done it before, but I wasn't thinking. 4. So I used 5, now 4. And then 3, 3, 3. Okay. So I think his shirt, let me blend it just a little bit. And if this is the one I refilled, nope, that one's dry. It's going to be this one, and it's going to go all over. I hope not. So I'm just lightening it, like where it's light. And all that does is just push the color back. This seems dry. Where's the one that I refilled? Oh, it's in my basket. Now we're talking. All right, so that's going to dry a little lighter now. Okay, so then I'm just going to do a little sand. 3. Okay, so this is just like a maple color. Let's see, let's take it up to there. So the sand is going to be like all around him here. Okay, and then I'm going to come in with the lighter. And just lightly bring it in around him. And then there's a couple spots in the chair I have to fix. And if you wanted to, you could make, you know, dots to make it look more like sand. But I wanted this to be quicker. Quicker, not thicker. All right, so let me see if I can fix it with this. This is just a little bit lighter shade. Yep, I can. Okay, so then I'm just gonna sketch in some water. Not making crazy, just I think I used a lighter. No, maybe it's the same color. It might be, it might not be, but it's fine. All right, let's get rid of all of these. Okay, so out of the circles set, we're going to glue that together. Oh, I gotta. We're going to put some dimensionals on that. Did that one. I did that one. Okay, and then that's gonna go right there. And then, last but not least, we're gonna say, relax your way. And please behave and stamp properly. Gotta wiggle it slightly. Okay. Relax your way, and then you're the best. Oh, I pressed too hard on that one. The smaller the stamp, the less you put pressure on it. But it's fine. I might cover it up. So I didn't really put any bling on this one. I might later. But guys don't need bling on everything. So let me clear this away. and bring these back. Like that. Let me lift this up. Really? Whoa. Whoa, D'Artagnan. Ah, now you can see him. Much better. Okay, so thanks for joining me tonight, everybody. Don't forget to do that and, you know, follow me. Also, the hostess code if you want to place an order. That's like right there. Right there. Right there. And I will see you on Sunday. Well, Saturday I'll be coloring, and then Sunday 8 o'clock right back here with, you know, my motto, I don't know what, but it'll be something new. See you then. Good night, everybody.